A temperature of 84 at Concordia and 83 at Beatrice. It was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 76 at Lawrence, 78 at Kansas City, 81 at Emporia, and 82 at Omaha. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday night, clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs around 90. Wednesday night and Thursday, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 60s. Highs in the lower 90s. Thursday night and Independence Day, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Friday night and Saturday, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 40%. Sunday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 30%. This hazardous weather outlook is for portions of southwest Iowa, west central Iowa, east central Nebraska, northeast Nebraska, and southeast Nebraska. For tonight and Monday, a few isolated storms are possible in northeast Nebraska this evening, before better chances arrive after 2 a.m. south of Interstate 80, with gusty winds to 65 miles per hour and hail up to the size of quarters, the primary hazards, along with locally heavy rainfall. And now the extended outlook for the period Monday night through Sunday. Heat index values may exceed 100 degrees once again by Thursday and Friday. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed at times this afternoon and evening. This is NOAA All Hazards radio station KIH 61 in Omaha, Nebraska. The current time is 9:04 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Omaha and Council Bluffs area. Rest of tonight, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 60s. North winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday, partly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then sunny in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday night, clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs around 90. Wednesday night and Thursday, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 60s. Highs in the lower 90s. Thursday night and Independence Day, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Friday night and Saturday, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 40%. Sunday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 30%. At 9 p.m. in Omaha, it was clear. The temperature was 80 degrees, the dew point 70, and the relative humidity 71%. The wind was east at 3 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.90 inches and falling. Across eastern Nebraska and southwest Iowa, it was clear. It was 80 at Lincoln, 78 at Offutt Air Force Base, 80 at Millard, 80 at Fremont, and 77 at Columbus. Blair Airport reported 77, Tacoma reported 79, Nebraska City reported 76, Plattsmouth reported 76, and Red Oak, Iowa reported 77. Here are some observations from across the region. It was clear, with a temperature of 79 at Grand Island, 79 at Norfolk, 79 at Sioux City, 81 at Concordia, Kansas, and 74 at North Platte. It was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 77 at Sioux Falls and 81 at Des Moines. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 73 at Kansas City, 77 at Denver, and 77 at Valentine. Once again, at 9 p.m. in Omaha it was 80 degrees under clear skies. This hazardous weather outlook is for portions of southwest Iowa, west central Iowa, east central Nebraska, northeast Nebraska, and southeast Nebraska. For tonight and Monday, a few isolated storms are possible in northeast Nebraska this evening, before better chances arrive after 2 a.m. south of Interstate 80, with gusty winds to 65 miles per hour and hail up to the size of quarters, the primary hazards, along with locally heavy rainfall. And now the extended outlook for the period Monday night through Sunday. Heat index values may exceed 100 degrees once again by Thursday and Friday. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed at times this afternoon and evening. This is NOAA All Hazards radio station KIH 61 in Omaha, Nebraska. The current time is 9:08 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Omaha and Council Bluffs area. Rest of tonight, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 60s. North winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday, partly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then sunny in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday night, clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs around 90. Wednesday night and Thursday, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 60s. Highs in the lower 90s. Thursday night and Independence Day, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Friday night and Saturday, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 40%. Sunday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 30%. At 9 p.m. in Omaha, it was clear. The temperature was 80 degrees, the dew point 70, and the relative humidity 71%. The wind was east at 3 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.90 inches and falling. Across eastern Nebraska and southwest Iowa, it was clear. It was 80 at Lincoln, 78 at Offutt Air Force Base, 80 at Millard, 80 at Fremont, and 77 at Columbus. Blair Airport reported 77, Tacoma reported 79, Nebraska City reported 76, Plattsmouth reported 76, and Red Oak, Iowa reported 77. Here are some observations from across the region. It was clear, with a temperature of 79 at Grand Island, 79 at Norfolk, 79 at Sioux City, 81 at Concordia, Kansas, and 74 at North Platte. It was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 77 at Sioux Falls and 81 at Des Moines. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 73 at Kansas City, 77 at Denver, and 77 at Valentine. Once again, at 9 p.m. in Omaha it was 80 degrees under clear skies. At 9 p.m. in Omaha, it was clear. The temperature was 80 degrees, the dew point 70, and the relative humidity 71%. The wind was east at 3 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.90 inches and falling. Across eastern Nebraska and southwest Iowa, it was clear. It was 80 at Lincoln, 78 at Offutt Air Force Base, 80 at Millard, 80 at Fremont, and 77 at Columbus. Blair Airport reported 77, Tacoma reported 79, Nebraska City reported 76, Plattsmouth reported 76, and Red Oak, Iowa reported 77. Here are some observations from across the region. It was clear, with a temperature of 79 at Grand Island, 79 at Norfolk, 79 at Sioux City, and 81 at Concordia, Kansas. It was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 77 at Sioux Falls and 81 at Des Moines. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 73 at Kansas City, 74 at North Platte, 77 at Denver, and 77 at Valentine. Once again, at 9 p.m. in Omaha it was 80 degrees under clear skies. This hazardous weather outlook is for portions of southwest Iowa, west central Iowa, east central Nebraska, northeast Nebraska, and southeast Nebraska. For tonight and Monday, a few isolated storms are possible in northeast Nebraska this evening, before better chances arrive after 2 a.m. south of Interstate 80, with gusty winds to 65 miles per hour and hail up to the size of quarters, the primary hazards, along with locally heavy rainfall. And now the extended outlook for the period Monday night through Sunday. Heat index values may exceed 100 degrees once again by Thursday and Friday. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed at times this afternoon and evening. This is NOAA All Hazards radio station KIH 61 in Omaha, Nebraska. The current time is 9:14 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Omaha and Council Bluffs area. Rest of tonight, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 60s. North winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday, partly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then sunny in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday night, clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs around 90. Wednesday night and Thursday, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 60s. Highs in the lower 90s. Thursday night and Independence Day, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Friday night and Saturday, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 40%. Sunday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 30%. At 9 p.m. in Omaha, it was clear. The temperature was 80 degrees, the dew point 70, and the relative humidity 71%. The wind was east at 3 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.90 inches and falling. Across eastern Nebraska and southwest Iowa, it was clear. It was 80 at Lincoln, 78 at Offutt Air Force Base, 80 at Millard, 80 at Fremont, and 77 at Columbus. Blair Airport reported 77, Tacoma reported 79, Nebraska City reported 76, Plattsmouth reported 76, and Red Oak, Iowa reported 77. Here are some observations from across the region. It was clear, with a temperature of 79 at Grand Island, 79 at Norfolk, 79 at Sioux City, and 81 at Concordia, Kansas. It was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 77 at Sioux Falls and 81 at Des Moines. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 73 at Kansas City, 74 at Northland, 77 at Denver, and 77 at Valentine. Once again, at 9 p.m. in Omaha, it was 80 degrees under clear skies. This hazardous weather outlook is for portions of southwest Iowa, west central Iowa, east central Nebraska, northeast Nebraska, and southeast Nebraska. For tonight and Monday, a few isolated storms are possible in northeast Nebraska this evening before better chances arrive after 2 a.m. south of Interstate 80, with gusty winds to 65 miles per hour and hail up to the size of quarters, the primary hazards, along with locally heavy rainfall. And now the extended outlook for the period Monday night through Sunday. Heat index values may exceed 100 degrees once again by Thursday and Friday. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed at times this afternoon and evening. This is NOAA All Hazards radio station KIH 61 in Omaha, Nebraska. The current time is 9:18 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Omaha and Council Bluffs area. Rest of tonight, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 60s. North winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday, partly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then sunny in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday night, clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs around 90. Wednesday night and Thursday, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 60s. Highs in the lower 90s. Thursday night and Independence Day, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Friday night and Saturday, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 40%. Sunday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 30%. At 9 p.m. in Omaha, it was clear. The temperature was 80 degrees, the dew point 70, and the relative humidity 71%. The wind was east at 3 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.90 inches and falling. Across eastern Nebraska and southwest Iowa, it was clear. It was 80 at Lincoln, 78 at Offutt Air Force Base, 80 at Millard, 80 at Fremont, and 77 at Columbus. Blair Airport reported 77. Tacoma reported 79. Nebraska City reported 76. Plattsmouth reported 76. And Red Oak, Iowa reported 77. Here are some observations from across the region. It was clear, with a temperature of 79 at Grand Island, 79 at Norfolk, 79 at Sioux City, and 81 at Concordia, Kansas. It was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 77 at Sioux Falls and 81 at Des Moines. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 73 at Kansas City, 74 at North Platte, 77 at Denver, and 77 at Valentine. Once again, at 9 p.m. in Omaha it was 80 degrees under clear skies. This hazardous weather outlook is for portions of southwest Iowa, west central Iowa, east central Nebraska, northeast Nebraska, and southeast Nebraska. For tonight and Monday, a few isolated storms are possible in northeast Nebraska this evening, before better chances arrive after 2 a.m. south of Interstate 80, with gusty winds to 65 miles per hour and hail up to the size of quarters, the primary hazards, along with locally heavy rainfall. And now the extended outlook for the period Monday night through Sunday. Heat index values may exceed 100 degrees once again by Thursday and Friday. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed at times this afternoon and evening. This is NOAA All Hazards radio station KIH 61 in Omaha, Nebraska. The current time is 9:22 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Omaha and Council Bluffs area. Rest of tonight, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 60s. North winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday, partly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then sunny in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday night, clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs around 90. Wednesday night and Thursday, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 60s. Highs in the lower 90s. Thursday night and Independence Day, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Friday night and Saturday, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 40%. Sunday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 30%. At 9 p.m. in Omaha, it was clear. The temperature was 80 degrees, the dew point 70, and the relative humidity 71%. The wind was east at 3 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.90 inches and falling. Across eastern Nebraska and southwest Iowa, it was clear. It was 80 at Lincoln, 78 at Offutt Air Force Base, 80 at Millard, 80 at Fremont, and 77 at Columbus. Blair Airport reported 77, Tacoma reported 79, Nebraska City reported 76, Plattsmouth reported 76, and Red Oak, Iowa reported 77. Here are some observations from across the region. It was clear, with a temperature of 79 at Grand Island, 79 at Norfolk, 79 at Sioux City, and 81 at Concordia, Kansas. It was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 77 at Sioux Falls and 81 at Des Moines. It was mostly cloudy, with a temperature of 73 at Kansas City, 74 at Northplant, 77 at Denver, and 77 at Valentine. Once again, at 9 p.m. in Omaha it was 80 degrees under clear skies. This hazardous weather outlook is for portions of southwest Iowa, west central Iowa, east central Nebraska, northeast Nebraska, and southeast Nebraska. For tonight and Monday, a few isolated storms are possible in northeast Nebraska this evening before better chances arrive after 2 a.m. south of Interstate 80, with gusty winds to 65 miles per hour and hail up to the size of quarters, the primary hazards, along with locally heavy rainfall. And now the extended outlook for the period Monday night through Sunday. Heat index values may exceed 100 degrees once again by Thursday and Friday. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed at times this afternoon and evening. This is NOAA All Hazards radio station KIH 61 in Omaha, Nebraska. The current time is 9:27 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Omaha and Council Bluffs area. Rest of tonight, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the upper 60s. North winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday, partly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then sunny in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Monday night, clear. Lows in the lower 60s. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Tuesday night, mostly clear until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds around 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs around 90. Wednesday night and Thursday, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 60s. Highs in the lower 90s. Thursday night and Independence Day, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Friday night and Saturday, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-70s. Highs in the lower 90s. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 40%. Sunday, mostly sunny. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s. Chance of rain 30%. At 9 p.m. in Omaha, it was clear. The temperature was 80 degrees, the dew point 70, and the relative humidity 71%. The wind was east at 3 miles an hour. The pressure was 29.90 inches and falling. Across eastern Nebraska and southwest Iowa, it was clear. It was 80 at Lincoln, 78 at Offutt Air Force Base, 80 at Millard, 80 at Fremont, and 77 at Columbus. Blair Airport reported 77, Tacoma reported 79, Nebraska City reported 76, Plattsmouth reported 76, and Red Oak, Iowa reported 77. Here are some observations from across the region. It was clear, with a temperature of 79 at Grand Island, 79 at Norfolk, 79 at Sioux City, and 81 at Concordia, Kansas. Other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Highs in the lower 90s. Chance of rain 20%. Wednesday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 70s. Thursday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 90s. Thursday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the lower 70s. Independence Day, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 80s. Friday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-70s. Saturday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 90s. Saturday night, partly cloudy. A slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Lows in the mid-70s. Chance of rain 20%. Sunday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 90s. This is your weather radio station WXK-85 in Oklahoma City, operating on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. Programming originates from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in Norman, Oklahoma. You are listening to Oklahoma City Weather Radio, and here are 9 p.m. weather observations.
It doesn't look like any tornado watches are in effect right now. Let's double check. Nah. There was a little bit of rotation up there, but it was just because it was giving the appearance, but nothing crazy. Looks like y'all might get some more storms. Let me see here. Later today. Let's see, it's 19, 18, maybe around 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock this afternoon, probably. Hold on, this thing's bugging me. There we go. Much better. That light is still really bright. There we go. Much better. Oh no, is the Wichita Tower down? Oh no. The the station out near Wichita is down. I'm having to use the one down there near Tulsa for this area. I usually switch back and forth, but it just depends. Usually right here on the board I'll use the one near Tulsa, but when it's a little bit farther to the west I like using the Wichita radar. But since it's already moved to the east of it, it's fine to use this one. Yeah, it looks like you guys are going to get some thunderstorms. Let's see. Let me pause that. That's 10 a.m., 11, 12, probably around noon, between 11 and 2 o'clock, it looks like, down there in Tulsa. If anybody needs a check, though, on their area, just type your city and state in chat, and I'll look it up for you. Looks like the last looks like the last her that came out runs through 19Z, so that's out till 4 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, sorry, hold on. 2 o'clock tomorrow, pardon me. Tomorrow PM is what I'm trying to say. me check something here. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 do, do. Let me check one other thing here. Well, they got going over there. What radars that they're using? Here, let me just copy that really quick and bring it over here. There you go, Linda. The one on the left got Tulsa. I got it zoomed in like really close so you can see exactly where the rain's at. Looks like everything right now is moving to the north of you. And then the radar on the right is kind of like zoomed out. That's like Kansas and Oklahoma. Let's see here. That's a little better. What are we up to? See if anything changed. It's like 14. No, it won't be like all day. Like if you look at the her model real quick, like let me stop it real quick. Do do do. Here, let me switch back to it. What time is it now? Almost 10 o'clock. 9:30. So there's 10 o'clock. That's more 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe starting around 11:30 till about 2 o'clock, maybe something like that. But it doesn't look like it's going to be anything crazy, like super intense. But then we got more. Those are the storms that came from Nebraska and northeast Colorado that are going to be coming down there around that time. I think they're up in northwest Nebraska right now. Yeah, it's like the storms that are in northwest Nebraska and the ones that are in central Colorado are moving to the southeast, and the two storms are going to combine to make it a little bit stronger. But then as it starts to get over central Kansas, it kind of starts breaking up there. So I wouldn't freak out about it. It's a ways off anyway. Let me pull this back up real quick. Um, Wait a minute. I was looking at something really quick. It's for that. Yeah, Nebraska and where was it? Was it South Dakota? I wasn't on earlier. I just got back, but I missed like the last 3 days. I was out doing some stuff, but I was watching it on my phone the other night, and there were some really strong storms out there. see. Finally got the website up and going. Doesn't have much on it right now. It's kind of plain, but I'm posting some of the videos to it. Whoops, what'd I do? Messed up. But I'm working on it. I'm not much of a web designer, to say the least, but I'm working on it. Uh, and the silly program that they give you to actually make the videos, I'm not liking it that much. Let's see here. Really not liking that chat thing. Let me see something if I can turn that off. Um, how do I delete that? Oh, there we go. I think I can go in here and just turn it off. I don't want to be getting messages on the website. I wouldn't have time to check it anyway. All right, let's try that. There we go. I think I took it off. But I'm going to post a bunch of links on there and stuff like that. And it's got all the links to our social sites so people can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, X, YouTube, all that stuff. But for some reason, it won't let me embed the video for the live stream. I got to try to figure that out. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Um, let's try video, live stream, add, and then I should be able to copy that and put it in there. YouTube. Hey, it's actually working. Wow, what do you know? Oh my gosh, is that actually going to work? Did I do something right? Hold on, did I actually do this right? No way. No way. If this works, that would make me really happy because I don't know how to make websites. Let's see if I can get it to work here. Let me refresh it. Let me try pulling up the website. So let's go home. Yay, there you go. So on our website now, if you can't get on YouTube, you can just go to our website. And if the live stream is live, you'll be able to see it. Oh, that's killer. Let me I wish I can move that up. Let me try something here. Okay, let me publish. Let's see, can I change the font on that though? Background. Make it bold. It doesn't give me the option to change the font though. Let's see. Well, that's a bummer. I haven't figured that out yet. Let's see. Settings. Let's publish that. Publish. I'm just using like the basic, little thing that comes for free where you can just like make a website. Here, I better link that in here. Let's see. Let's see if I can figure this out. I am not. There we go. Do, 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 do. Let's move that over there. Oh, that's crazy. I had no idea that you could embed the live stream into the website. That's awesome. I wonder if people can comment. It looks like they can only read the yeah, it looks like they can only read the comments. They can't actually comment on the website. But if they click on the little YouTube icon on there, it'll let them pull up YouTube. Oh, that's cool, man. Let's see something here. Hmm. Very interesting. Oh, wait. Okay, now let's refresh it. I wonder what it would look like on the phone. Let me see. Do, 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 do. Let me see. That's cool. All right, let's see. Let me put this on Discord real quick. Weather news. Hey, thanks for the super chat. That's awesome. Thank you very much. You rock. That'll go towards the website that just went up today. I had to get the hosting and I had to buy the hosting and all that, whatever goes along with website stuff. So thank you very much. That will go right towards it. I need to have like one of those things that say my buddy has a YouTube channel that he does video games on, and his thing, like when somebody super chats or does a like or something like that, there's this funny voice that comes out and like says the person's name and stuff like that, but I haven't figured out how to incorporate that into my streaming software yet. I'm gonna have to hit him up and see how he actually does that. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. All the super chats go right back to the channel to help us do the stuff like the websites and pay the bills for the software subscriptions and all that fun stuff. So it's definitely appreciated. Thank you very much. We're just a little channel. We're not one of the big guys. I really wish I could edit that picture that they have on the website though, because I'm just using the general, I don't know what you call it, the general template, I guess, that they give you, but it's really big. It's like super big, and people have to like scroll way down to like see like the live stream on the website. What I'm going to work on tonight for the website is starting I'm going to make a page where it has all the resources. Like for example, people are always asking me, and not always, but people are generally asking me like what software do I use and like what resources um and like how to videos of like how to use the software and how to um kind of forecast where the storms are going like that day or maybe the next 3 or 4 days out. And I'm not really great at making like educational videos. I'm working on getting better at it, and I plan on uploading more of those type of videos once I feel more confident in myself of making those kind of videos. But what I'm gonna do is make a video section, where I'm gonna link, other YouTube channels, of YouTube channels that I personally follow, that I watch, their educational videos on how to use software, how to use the, forecasting tools, how to, use the models, how to use photographs, all that crazy stuff. So I'm gonna put like a resource section in there where you can watch those type of videos, and then I'm also gonna put in there. A lot of people also ask, like the town I live in is really small, and we don't have any storm shelters here run by our city. So I'm gonna put a list. I'm gonna start with Kansas, Oklahoma, North Texas, um, West Missouri, and Arkansas. So what you'll be able to do is click on your state, go to the county, and then it'll have your county resources on there as far as like how to contact emergency services, where to find tornado shelters, that kind of thing. And then I'm also going to put, obviously links to the educational videos. But one thing a lot of people want to know too is like what websites are good out there to get good forecasting stuff. Like one of them that I use is, let me pull it up here. I mean, everybody uses this one. Everybody uses, obviously, um let me get it up here. There we go. The Storm Prediction Center. That's like one of the best ones out there. Um Usually that's what I start my day with, is the Storm Prediction Center. Um I want to know, well, usually I look at it the night before for the next day. If I'm not streaming, typically this is about the time that I would get on the Storm Prediction Center site and look at tomorrow's forecast. to find out where the areas of interest are going to be. Like, for example, if we were to pull up day two convection, let me pull it up. So tomorrow's day two convection, there's a marginal risk for New York City, Chicago, Illinois, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Detroit, Michigan, Indianapolis, and Indiana. So basically, what it does is it starts in North Texas, goes across southern Oklahoma, all of Arkansas, eastern Missouri, and then shoots east. So then those are kind of my areas of interest. I'll write those down. And then what I'll do is I'll jump over to pivotal weather right there. And then I'll pull up the HER. If we're only going to need to get the information for the next 24 hours, typically I'm using the HER, HRRR, H triple R. I just call it the HER, but a lot of people call it H triple R. And Pivotal Weather is a free site that you can use. It's an awesome resource. You can buy a membership or subscription, whatever they call it, to give you some more add-ons and advanced features. I went ahead and got the subscription just because it does give you those features that weather nerds like me like to, really get in there and see that kind of data. But if you're just looking for basic information, you don't need to buy a subscription, because I'm always going to have it up here on the stream anyway. So save your money and let me buy that kind of stuff and put the resources up here on the screen. So anyhow, after I look at the Storm Prediction Center and find out where the hot areas are going to be the next day, then I'll go into pivotal weather typically, and I'll pull up reflectivity first for those areas and run a forecast, or not a forecast, a model over the next 12 to 24 hours for those areas. Like, for example, those areas that I mentioned before that have a marginal risk tomorrow. Those are the areas that I'll focus on. So I'll jump around from state to state and city to city to find out, what time the storms are going to be coming through there, how powerful the storms are going to be. And then I'll typically check to see if there might be any potential for severe weather, like tornadoes, really severe thunderstorms, that kind of thing. And then I'll use all the different models that are at our disposal here. And there's a lot of them. Like, for example, if I'm looking for the possibility of tornadoes, something like that, we could pull up, where is it at? The three, I think where's the Cape at? There it is. Okay. I'll pull up the 3 kilometer Cape. And what time is it now? Let's see. That one ran at, uh, that's 1 Zulu, so that's 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So we would need to push it forward 2 hours. And then I would go into here and push it through a little bit to find out where the hot spots are in the Cape. And there's one right there. So there's one right there in south central Nebraska. And then I'll pull up the photograph and look at that. So as you can see right here, the possible hazard type is marginal to severe. And then you can go over here and get into all the nerdy stuff to find out what's going on. But the first thing that I'm looking at is the 3 kilometer Cape. And that's going to tell you if there's any, what the instability is going to be like in the lower atmosphere, closer to the ground. Obviously, that's why they call it the 3 Cape, 3 kilometer, ground level to 3 kilometers up. And I'm looking for instability there, rotation towards the ground. I haven't made a video on this. Again, it's something that I don't feel confident in my expertise. I don't feel that I could make a video really about that and feel that it would be very educational. But what I could do is on the website, I'm going to link a bunch of videos to other YouTube channels for folks that can explain it way better than I ever could. So be looking for that in the next few days on videos, how to use pivotal weather, how to use a hodograph, how to, do your own forecasting for your area. Say, for example, you're in an area that gets a lot of storms, like, for example, Linda down in Tulsa. I'm up here in southeast Kansas and um, northeast Oklahoma. So our area, we get a lot of severe thunderstorms this time of year, a lot of tornado warnings and watches, that kind of thing. So I'm going to be mainly focused on those areas. That's the first thing that I'm going to look at, obviously, because that's where I live. And the same thing with you guys. It's really easy. You don't have to have a degree in meteorology or atmospheric science to do this, because if you did, I wouldn't be doing it. It doesn't You don't have to be, a scientist or anything like that to be able to read um, you know, a model on a website. Now, interpreting the information takes a little bit of study, but that again, there's a million YouTube channels out there with great videos that will teach you how to do that. And it's really not hard. It's really not. I was overwhelmed at first when I first started doing it years ago because there weren't a lot of resources out there for us. People teaching us how to do that kind of stuff. There was a few universities that had posted lectures um, about that stuff, but they were using terminology that just went way over my head. I was like writing down every other word and having to Google, to find out what it was. But it's really not that hard. After you learn some of the terminology and stuff like that, you can do your own forecasts. You can look at models and get a general idea of what's coming. Models aren't 100% guaranteed. It's a model. It's not written in stone. It's not exactly what's going to happen. Sometimes they're right on. Sometimes they're really really good. Like for example, the HRRR has been really really good over the last month or so. Um, when I'm looking at the models for like 12 to 24 hours out, they've been excellent. Um, but models change from hour to hour, actually. There was a model that I looked at back in late May that said that we were going to get, there was a high probability of a hurricane that was going to be hitting the Florida Gulf Coast um, the second week in June, like June 12th. And then the very next day, I ran the same exact model, and it had totally changed. So models are something to really pay attention to, but don't take it as gospel. Models um, are not factual. They're not saying like, okay, this is going to happen. It's just saying there's a probability. This is what the computers are saying when we're running our computer models. But they are very interesting to use and watch, and they're very educational. So I suggest to everybody to learn about how to run models first, which is super simple. You just pull up the website and pick your model that you want to use, and then get on YouTube and type in how to read a model, how to use models effectively for weather forecasting. And like I said, it's really not difficult. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It's really not hard. Um, but again, when I feel more confident in myself as far as putting together more educational video types, trust me, I will be posting them to the YouTube channel, and I'll also be posting them on the website. And again, the website just went live today. It took me a year to finally decide to make a website because I didn't think it would be useful, but um, over the last 12 months, people have been asking, hey, you really need to get a website up where people can look at, different content. We need resources up on the website where we can just go one website and have everything, resources, models, forecasts, photos. If you want to submit a photo to me, you can just email it to me. The best way to message me, though, believe it or not, is really on Discord. So if you haven't joined our Discord link is I always put it in the video description of all the videos. So if you just go to the video description and click on more or whatever, where it drops down the description, there'll be a link in it, and you can just click on that. And whatever kind of device that you're on, if you're on a computer, it'll take you to the website. And if you don't have an account, a Discord account, it's 100% free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you just type in the link to our Discord, and it will bring you to our Discord, and you just hit join, you know. And then on the Discord, the lady that runs it, who's like our moderator slash admin person on there, did a super job of setting up our Discord. I mean, she's awesome as far as like she knows everything about the social media and all that stuff. So she set that up for us, and there's a bunch of different like I don't know what you describe, not chat rooms, but like places like different categories, I guess you'd call it. Like there'll be a category for weather news or funny jokes or our pet pictures and stuff like that. So you can go in there and upload your pictures of your cat, or maybe you spotted a tornado, or you took a short video of a really bad thunderstorm in your area, and you can upload that to Discord. And if you'd like us to take that from Discord and put it on the website and give us permission to do that, because I won't ever do that without your permission. I always ask first. But if you give us permission, I'll actually, I can take that photo or short clip and upload it to the website. And of course, give you credit for it so people know who took the picture or the video, that kind of thing. So that's one of the reasons I really wanted to get the website up and going. I just uploaded it last night. I've been tinkering with it on and off today while I've been doing stuff around the house. So make sure you check it out, bookmark it, however you want to do that. And I promise I'm going to be working on that really hard over the next couple months to get a lot of the resources and information stuff up on there. And if anybody has any suggestions, please hit me up. Let me know. Send me a message on Discord. Email me at weatherzone401@gmail.com. You can even message me on X if you want. Again, it's the same thing, weatherzone401 on X. Facebook. I don't check our Facebook too often. I've never been a big fan of Facebook, but I do check my messages on there pretty much every day. I don't have notifications on my phone for Facebook, but I have those turned off. But if you send me a message on Discord, I get little pop up notifications on my phone, and I can usually respond to you within 5 to 10 minutes if you have any questions or comments or suggestions or anything like that. And I'm pretty good about getting back to people on Discord pretty fast. Like, for example, I just got a message on my phone about 30 minutes ago. Somebody posted a really good video, actually. I've watched it before, but it's been a really long time since I watched it. Let me find it on here. Um, Shoot, I've already read it, so it's not showing new anymore. Anyhow, this guy, one of our channel members, Stealth, he posted a really good video. If you click on his last post, it's a video regarding basic radar interpretation and from the National Weather Service forecasting office, and it's pretty darn good. I'm pretty sure I've watched this video before, um, like years ago, but I'm gonna watch it again tonight because it's always good to go back and refresh yourself, unless you're unless you're a meteorologist or something like that, who's got the stuff down pat. Um, Let me see something. Is that Lincoln, Nebraska? Hold on one second. Somebody was asking me about Lincoln, Nebraska. Let me check that out really quick. I don't think the guys have anything up in Lincoln right now. I don't think there's really much going on up there. There's the storms in the western part of the state over here in western Nebraska, and those eventually are going to move. I believe those are the ones that are going to team up with the storms that are over in Colorado. I think what's going to happen is they're going to kind of do this deal, and then the storms that are over here right now, these two cells, they're going to kind of join up right here, probably in this ballpark right there, and come together. So anyhow, that's pretty much what we're going to be watching. Well, I'm going to be watching for sure for the rest of the night. The storms over there, they're coming together. But if anybody needs a forecast for the area over the next, 12 to 24 hours, just put your city and state in chat. Oh, and one other little trick that you can do that our admin set up is that if you just want to know your current weather conditions like temperature, humidity, wind, that kind of stuff, One little trick that you can do that she set up is just type exclamation point and the word weather. And let's just use, like, say you live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, for example. You just type in Tulsa and then your state abbreviation and then just hit enter like that into chat. And what it will do is it'll pull your local weather conditions up and actually put it in chat. It usually takes what 5 to 10 seconds. So there it goes. It says weather for Tulsa. Conditions are partly cloudy with temperatures 86 degrees. The wind is blowing from the east southeast at 10 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 60%. So it's pretty cool. If you just want to know really quick what your current conditions are, there you go. It's pretty good. Um, what did I do? But yeah, if you get on Discord, or if you have any questions about Discord, just hit up Chrome, Chrome. She's our channel everything. She's the moderator, she's the admin. She knows all about the social media stuff, all the stuff that I'm ignorant in. She knows how to set up all that stuff. So if you have any questions about Discord, just shoot her a message on Discord. I'm sure she'll get back to you. She knows all the ins and outs, upside down, back and forth. She knows all that stuff. So she's the person that I always go to when I have questions about Discord or Facebook or YouTube and stuff like that. So you use our resources that you have available because we have a really folks that have a lot of knowledge about this stuff. So use your resources that we have on here. And like I said, I'll be putting a lot more stuff on the website over the next few months. Like I said, I just threw it up last night just to get something up there, but it's going to get better over the next few months once I learn how to actually get everything up there. The only thing that's I'm a little worried about is that I watched some reviews of the folks that I go through with for the website, and that it's not very advanced. Like you can't do like a lot of crazy stuff on there, which I don't really think I'll need to do. Hey, what's up, Samuel? How you doing, buddy? Um, but I think for the purposes of this YouTube channel, I think a basic website is all we really need. Like I said, you can go to the website and actually just if you want to, you can literally just watch the stream on the website without even having to go to YouTube. Like when you're on the site, just scroll down a little bit. If we're live, I'll put a link to it on the website, and you can just go right into the website and watch the stream live on there. So you could technically be watching two videos at the same time. You could be watching our stream on the website and somebody else's stream on YouTube. I think. Um, but like I said, there's not much on there right now. Like I just posted like one video of the little documentary thing it's only like a 10-12 minute video that I did about the 1900 Galveston hurricane. Um, but I'll be putting links to all of the videos that I've made, and every time I post a new video, I'll be putting it up there. Um, you can click on social links, of course, and you can just click on the little icon. Um, that you want to follow us on. um did I put a Discord one on there? I don't see a Discord link on there. I swear I thought I put it on there. Let me check. Maybe I forgot to type it in. Let me try to fix that really quick. um I could have sworn I did that though. There we go. Where's the Discord link? Do, 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 do. Oh, I forgot to put it on there. Sorry about that, guys. Let me put the Discord link on there really fast. Could have sworn I put it on there. How did I skip that? Let's see. Like, get the link, copy, and put the Discord link in there. Okay, done. It didn't show up though. What's up with that? Here, let me refresh it and see if it saved it. For some reason, it's not saving the Discord link. Let me see if I can just pull it up and add a link to it really quick. Discord. Open Discord. I think I don't want to do that though. I think I just want to go to the Discord website and get the link. Open Discord. Okay. And then if we click on here, ooh, I'm really hoping I put the right link in here, guys. If this doesn't work, I apologize. The link in Discord for some reason isn't saving. We're not on Twitch. We're not on Zing. We're not on TikTok or LinkedIn. It's not liking the link for Discord though. Discord. And then discord.gg. And then /d x 9EERQ. It doesn't like it. I don't know why the Discord link won't work on there. Anyhow, I'll work on that. For some reason, it doesn't like it. But anyhow, worst comes to worst, just go to the video description. You can just click on the video description and get the link to our Discord. Click on it, and it'll automatically take you to our Discord. And then I think you just click join, and then you're good to go. That's all you do. And then you can message people. You can comment. You can do whatever you want. Just have fun. Just be respectful. All that normal stuff. So yeah, so that's exciting. So we got that going on. But again, if anybody needs a forecast for their area or update what's going on for their area, just let me know in chat. And I'll be happy to check that out for you. Samuel says, I'm lost search for players. I'm not sure what that means. I'm lost search for players. Not sure what you mean there, buddy. What's going on where you're at, Sam? You got anything, any weather happening up there where you're at? We got some pretty strong thunderstorms came through here earlier. I actually went outside and watched the lightning. The skies are pretty cool looking. They were like all lit up. There wasn't as much thunder as I thought there was going to be, but the sky was pretty lit up. I liked it. I didn't get a whole lot of any good pictures of it because I was driving home, but I wish I had like one of those cameras that mounts to the top of your car and you can like move it in any direction, like a 360 kind of deal. I want one of those. They look ridiculous, but I think it would be so cool to be able to take videos like that. And like if you're driving, say you're driving north, but the storm's to your east, use your phone and angle the camera to where the storm is at, and be like on taking videos and pictures and stuff like that. I think that would be super cool. No, I'm not on the PS5, Sam. It's probably turned on right now, but I don't have the PlayStation in my computer room. I probably should bring it in here, but I don't think I have any more electrical plugs to plug it in, to be honest. I got like 5 monitors, 2 computers, cell phone chargers, printers, all kinds of stuff plugged in. I don't have any more plugs in this room. I'm afraid if I plug one more thing in, it's going to start a fire. I need to get an electrician out here to install some more outlets in this room. What game? You been playing anything good? Hold on 1 second. I need to check the velocity here. See what we're looking at. Again, this is KINX down there near Tulsa that we're looking at. Looks like it's pushing out towards the east. Got some inbound winds coming in from the south and the northwest. I know they're coming in from the northwest, but I didn't realize we had some coming up there. What's going on over here? What's this little funky area? We're getting a little rotation right here near South Haven and Caldwell. That's on the Kansas side of the border, by the way. Let's keep a close eye on it. I don't think anything's going to come of it, but we'll keep it. I just want kind of curious to see what it's going to do. Let's see what it's done over the last 7 frames. Let's check our coefficient just for the heck of it. Yeah. Let's get our little inspector tool here. It almost looks like it's trying to get a little inflow and a hook forming right there near South Haven and Honeywell. Search for players, enter a name or online ID. You mean my online ID for PlayStation? I'm not even sure what mine is. I know it's something Dano. I don't have it in front of me. If I had it hooked up in here, buddy, I would figure it out, but I don't, unfortunately I don't have it in here. I would like to, I really would. But like I said, it gets too hot in this room with the computers and the monitors as it is. I think the PlayStation and a TV, another TV would probably make it way too hot in here. That PlayStation puts off a lot of heat. One day I'm going to need one of those corporate computer rooms where they have the air conditioning built in. They have their own dedicated air conditioners to keep their computers cool. Luckily, my computer never gets hot. That's one thing that doesn't get hot. It stays cool. That's the gamer tag, but I think my gamer tag has like a underscore in there somewhere. I'm not sure where though. That's the thing. I'm not sure exactly where the space or the underscore is at. And I can't remember what my channel or the little the little picture icon is. I've changed it so many times because they always come out with new ones. I cannot remember what mine was. I think it was like one of the ones that my son picked out. It was like one of the Marvel characters, or it was either Marvel or DC or something like that. Looks like the main part of the range is passed through Bartlesville and is on its way to northeast Tulsa. It's not that far out. Approaching Claremore. It looks like the heaviest part of the rain is going to be just to the northeast of Tulsa. Just went through Coffeeville, Kansas, Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Um, I'm not sure if it's going to go through Pawnee or not. I think Pawnee is going to get a little bit of rain, but I don't think they're going to get as strong as we saw, 45 minutes ago. I just read an article too, because I was having issues with my webcam. The resolution was really, really bad. And I just read an article on it. And I think I've got it figured out, but in order to get it to work, I have to restart OBS and I don't want to do that. So I'll do that tomorrow. After I log off tonight, I'll experiment with it. And hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little bit better. I'm not sure how to message you, Sam, because I don't know what your thing is. Just got a message on Discord, but server boosting. What is server boosting? I don't think I need that. Yeah, there was a way. There used to be a way to do that. Let's see. I've been watching some videos too on Discord. I've been trying to learn more about it because I really didn't like Discord at first, but after Chrome showed me those things that you could do with it, it's pretty darn cool. I love it now. I still need to learn a lot of stuff about it. Oh my gosh, I missed that post by Jack or by Jax. That's hilarious. Those memes. So yeah, you can put in like she set up a general chat, of course, and then there's weather news, and it'll always put in there like when the YouTube channel goes live, so you'll get a message on there. So you don't even have to have notifications turned on YouTube if you don't want. You can just Discord will always send you a notification when the YouTube channel goes live. And then there's a channel for weather pictures that you can upload and check out other people's stuff. We even have a voice chat on there. So, like, if you want to get into voice chat and talk to other folks on Discord, you can do that. And we've actually in the past like done that. And what I'll do is I'll bring up Discord in the browser, and then like if we're doing something on Discord, um, if everybody agrees, we can actually link the Discord conversation to the stream, and you can just talk if you want, or you can actually, if you want to turn on your webcam or something like that, you can do that, and then people can actually we could have like a almost like a Zoom meeting on the stream, which is pretty cool. There's a couple people, a couple other streamers that I want to get on here and do like a collaborate together and go over some topics and stuff that interest me with the weather stuff. So hopefully we get that going here in the near future. A few people have reached out to me about it. I need to get back to them and see if they can do the Discord thing. I think the Discord thing would just be a lot easier than using anything else. It just seems to work better with the streaming software anyway. We don't get any errors or drop frame rates or anything like that. The frame rates seem to be pretty good. Yeah, but I'm looking at the Discord right now. I forgot, man, how many things we have on here. It's really cool though. I even joined a couple other Discords, like a gaming Discord, paranormal Discord. It's kind of funny, but um, they put some really cool pictures on there if you're into that kind of stuff. Um, yeah. Anyhow, but yeah, if anybody again needs a update for their area or forecast for tomorrow or tonight, or they're worried about a storm tonight, just let me know and I'll bring up a radar for you so you can check out your area and see what's headed your way. Right now, I'm just watching the storm that just crossed over from Kansas into Oklahoma, and it's not too far out from Tulsa right now, just to the north, up near Barnsdall. I was looking up through some. I keep notes, weather notes, like daily notes and stuff like that. And I was going through some of my notes, and it was almost a year ago today that Barnsdall and Bartlesville got hit with that tornado last year. Actually, I need to look that up. What day was that? Let me see. Let me type in Barnsdall tornado 2024. What was the date? Was it April 1? No, it couldn't have been that far back, was it? It was the EF4. I know that. Um, but it went right through Barnsdall and Bartlesville. And one of the reasons it sticks in my mind was because it was like one of the first streams I ever did, and it was really crazy. But it was headed right towards the town I live in, and I was like, "Oh crap!" I thought I was gonna have to get on stream and take cover because it was. I mean, it was literally coming like right for my town. And I was getting really nervous. I was like, man, I'm gonna if my house gets hit, I'm gonna lose all my computer stuff. I was more worried about, obviously, my safety, but it was such a big tornado. And we were getting reports, as it went through Barnsdall. And Barnsdall, their alarm system didn't work, it didn't go off. It was really bad. Here, I'm gonna try to pull up some pictures of it really quick. What was the date of it? I don't think it was April 1st though. I don't recall it being April 1st. Maybe it was though. No, okay. It was May 6th. And that was like one of my very first streams ever. So, here, I'll pull it up here really quick on Wikipedia. So it says in the evening hours of May 6th, 2024, a large and destructive EF4 tornado moved through the communities of Barnsdall and Bartlesville in the state of Oklahoma, prompting a tornado emergency to be issued for both Barnsdall and Bartlesville. That's what scared me, is because they don't use it's not very common to get a tornado emergency. They do happen. We've had a couple this year. I don't know. I can't recall exactly how many we've had this year, but they're pretty rare. They do happen. Um, but yeah, that's because I was literally, it was like one of the first nights that I ever streamed. I mean, I was covering weather anyway, because that's like my hobby. That's what I do. And I knew what a tornado emergency, what it all, it means. And I knew how serious it is. And I was like, oh gosh, man, this tornado is coming right for my county. But anyhow, the tornado was part of a larger outbreak of severe weather across the Great Plains. And just like 3 nights later, the same exact thing happened in Kentucky. It was either Tennessee or Kentucky. I'm pretty sure it was Kentucky though. Maybe it was that same night. Maybe I'm thinking of the same night. I'll have to research that. But anyhow, like 3 nights later, we had another tornado emergency in either, I'm pretty sure it was Kentucky. The tornado killed 2 people, injuring 33 more and inflicting an estimated total $25 million in damage along a 40-mile 40.8-mile path. The tornado was a third to be rated EF4 in 2024 and was part of the most active year of tornadoes in Oklahoma history. 2024 was really bad. Um, at 16:30 Zulu on May 6, 2024, the Storm Prediction Center, noting severe activity in Tennessee as well as confidence in cells further south within Oklahoma, issued a new convection outlook, which expanded the high risk area further south, the moderate risk further east, and added a marginal risk for the Tennessee Valley. This notability mentioned the presence of mixed layer CAPE value. That's what we were talking about earlier. Remember looking at the CAPE on pivotal weather. I really need to make a video about that. But anyhow, um, CAPE values between 2,500 and 4,500 joules across central and northern Oklahoma into southern Kansas, which was coming right from me in southern Kansas, as severe activity was set to peak through that night. At 2 a.m., a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch was issued, noting probability of two or more tornadoes at a probability of greater than 95%, and at least one significant tornado at 90%. At 3 Zulu, observation sounding from the National Weather Service in Norman, Oklahoma, indicated an incredibly favorable environment for spectacular or supercellular tornadoes with mixed layer Cape values over 3,500, as well as strong wind shear and lapse rates, with a formulated significant tornado parameter STP of 14.9. 1 hour earlier, a powerful supercell dropped the Barnsdall tornado. And then April 1, on the evening hours of April 1, 2024, EF1 tornado would move through the parts of eastern Barnsdall, impacting areas that would be hit by the EF4 tornado 5 weeks later. The tornado touched down at 8:38 local time p.m. east of South 5th Street, damaging trees at EF1 intensity along Westchester Avenue and deroofing a home on West Walnut Avenue. The tornado continued to move to the east, damaging more structures as it crossed Bird Creek. The tornado weakened as it moved over County Road 2402, lifting 3 minutes after touchdown. Tornado summary. The tornado first touched down at 9:12 local time southeast of Hominy on County Road 1701 and moved northeastward, snapping trees at EF1 strength. The tornado retained low intensity as it passed over County Road 1625, but rapidly intensified over SH24, bending concrete poles at EF3 intensity. After the tornado crossed SH20, it weakened. The tornado remained over rural portions of Osage County, trekking through farmland before hitting County Road 2605 at EF1 strength. EF2 rated damage was found on County Road 2130, where the tornado snapped trees before weakening as it neared Barnsdall. It would again intensify as it neared town, further snapping trees at EF2 intensity and later debarking trees in Birch Lake, indicator of EF3 tornado or EF3 strength. Impacts to Barnsdall. The tornado became violent along County Road 2380, where a home was obliterated at EF4 strength. The foundation of the home was visible. At this location, it was determined that the tornado retained 180 mile an hour peak wind speeds. As a well constructed home was swept clean off its crawl space, and its debris was blown to the northeast. Nearby trees were completely stubbed and debarked, and vehicles were thrown and rolled. Continuing northeast, the tornado weakened slightly as it inflicted high-end EF3 damage to Nucera Solutions wax plant on the southeast side of Barnsdall. The tornado retained EF3 strength as it barreled through the eastern side of Barnsdall, where several homes were completely destroyed. One person was killed along County Road 2402 as a tornado obliterated the home they were sheltered in. Another frame home was completely destroyed in the area, with a nearby well-constructed garage being destroyed as well. Both structures earned high-end EF3 ratings. The second fatality occurred in this residence. The EF4 damage was inflicted to at least one home located on the corner of North 2nd Street and County Road 2402, Wind speeds at this location were estimated to have been as high as 170 miles an hour. Past there, the tornado crossed over SH 123, where it severely damaged numerous homes and metal buildings and completely destroyed a manufactured home at EF2 EF3 strength. This was the second time this part of Barnsdall had been hit by a tornado in 2024. A EF1 tornado had previously impacted the area on April 1, as we mentioned before. St. Mary's Church, located in Barnsdall, sustained heavy damage as the tornado impacted the town. The tornadoes scurried dirt from the ground as it neared and moved through Barnsdall, which was visible on satellite imagery following the event. Over 40 homes were destroyed in Barnsdall. Wow. And that's what made me nervous is when it passed through Barnsdall, it was headed directly for us. And it didn't show any signs of slowing down. Moving northeastward away from Barnsdall, the tornado weakened but retained a strong EF1, EF2 strength as it caused significant tree damage, damaging homes and destroying outbuildings in more rural areas. The parent supercell also began to interact with a squall line that was coming from the west. The tornado then moved through the southern parts of Barnsdall, where numerous homes and businesses suffered severe damage. Despite directly impacting the town, no fatalities or major injuries were reported. The tornado then weakened to EF1 strength and crossed US 60 and US 75 east of Barnsdall, where it severely damaged the Hampton Inn. At least one person inside the inn took a video of the tornado as it hit the building. The concrete walls of the hotel were spared with 2x4s as well. Were speared. I'm sorry. The concrete walls of the tornado were speared with 2x4s as well. The family photo picked up by the tornado. I'm sorry. A family photo picked up by the tornado in Barnsdall was found over 21 miles away. Wow. The nearby Gaines Mall had its newly installed roof thrown across the road, which ended up trapping several people inside at the Hampton Inn. The tornado then exited the town as the parent supercell became absorbed into the trailing squall line, which caused the tornado to dismantle northeast of the town near Dewey at 10:07 local time. The tornado was on the ground approximately 55 minutes, traveling a total length of 40.81 miles, reaching a peak width of 1,700 yards. Along with two fatalities, 33 other people were injured, and the tornado caused $25 million in damage. In all, two people were killed by the tornado in Barnsdall area. A firefighter in Barnsdall was taken to the hospital for chest pains. One of the 8 people injured in the town. The tornado inflicted an estimated 21.5 million. It destroyed over 100 utility poles. Oklahoma Senator Ben Coleman stated that this was one of the worst tornadoes I've ever seen, and my heart goes out to the Oklahomans. Waking up this morning to assess the damage and destruction to their homes and businesses. While touring the damage caused by the tornado, following the tornado, a large natural gas leak took place in the city limits of Barnsdall. And then it lists the 2 people that tragically died: Wayne Hogue, 81, and Rhonda Heyman, 53, of Barnsdall. Here's a picture of the. Let me see if I can pull it up. Here's the picture of the Hampton Inn. Holy cow! You can clearly see the 2x4s that were flying through the air and punctured the concrete. That's insane. That's literally insane. That's why everybody says, stay away from windows. Get to an interior room, lowest floor, because once that stuff starts moving around in the air, there's nothing that's going to stop it. I mean, if 2x4s can puncture concrete walls, I mean, come on, a window is not going to stop anything. Look at the damage. Let me see what other pictures they have here. That was a picture from the distance right there. I'm not sure if it was. I'm assuming that's EF4 right there. And then here's the radar imagery of it. There's our reflectivity, coefficient, velocity, and differential reflectivity, I guess. But that was a bad deal that night, man. That was terrifying. And it was headed right to my county, man. I was freaking out, and I was streaming at the time. And I was like, oh my God, at what point do I get off the stream and take cover? I was like, how close am I going to wait till I, bail out of here? Let me pull up something really quick. So, yeah, man, it was on a direct path. It was headed right. It was going to go, it was headed right for the Kansas line. It was going to go through Coffeyville, Kansas, right through Altamont, up into Parsons. If had it stayed on the ground, that's the direction it was going. It would have gone right through Coffeyville, crossed over into Lebec County, probably just moving to the northwest of Altamont, approaching Parsons up there by Highway 400. That was a scary deal. And this was the day one tornado outlook. There was a 30% chance, so it was pretty darn accurate. It was right. It was right in the ballpark. The 30% area is just to the west of where it actually touched down. Um, oh wow, it was a high. What time did they update that? So they updated that at 12:50 Zulu, which would have been what time here? That would have been like 7 a.m. here when they updated it. And then I think they updated it again, didn't they? Maybe not. I can't recall. Well, so there you go. So there's the house that was just ripped right off its foundation or crawl space. Man, that's some really powerful stuff there. And those aren't wood houses, by the way. Those are concrete houses right there. There's obviously some wood in the foundation or on the the walls of the house and the roof, but you can see the cinder blocks there at the bottom of the screen. You can really see something up in that tree right there. Look at that. That's crazy. Again, there's the Hampton Inn. Oh, so that's just a lesson there. When you get a tornado warning, no messing around. You got to take them seriously. You got to take cover. You got to get in your safe spot, have a plan. If you live in these areas that are, frequented by tornadoes like we are, you got to have a plan in place. What are you going to do? If one starts coming towards your town, your county, you got to have a plan. But anywho, that was that night. That was fun stuff. Terrifying. There's that squall line that they were talking about that came from the south and merged with it, and that just gave it so much more power. That's We're looking at the same exact radar that we're watching there, KINX, outside Tulsa. Ton of that. Yeah, but until you live through one of those, man, you don't know what scared is. You have no idea what scary is until you live through one of those bad boys. Because I tell you, that was one of my first ones. What since I've lived here, that was one of the first ones that I almost had to go through, and it was pretty darn scary. And it didn't even go through my town. It came close, but I was pretty nervous because that was my first experience with a one that big. We've always had small ones, come pretty close, but not EF4. Nothing even close to that. Nothing close to EF4 has come close to our town until that night. What that was May 6th again, yeah, May 6th. And again, that was like one of my very first streams. Like I said, I had been covering weather for many years, but I had never streamed on YouTube until probably that night. That might have been my first one. My first stream ever. I'll have to go back and look. I'm gonna go back and watch that stream. I'm sure it's still posted. I don't think I took it down for any reason. It should still be up, but I'm gonna go back and check out that stream tomorrow. May 6th. I'm gonna go back through my history right now. Let me pull up the May 6th stream and see if it's still on here. Content. Let's go to live streams, May 6th. Oh, hold on. May 6th, May 6th, May 6th. Where's the date? Yeah, so I've been streaming for 13 months, almost to the day. Let's go. Let's go to 50. And then that's April. God, I've streamed a lot last year. You go all the way back. I didn't stream that much in October, I don't think. Let's see. No, actually, I did. I had quite a few streams there, actually. September had a lot of streams. August, I think it kind of slowed down. I think we were getting more storms down there in South Carolina last year. I think we were covering most of those, and then of course hurricane season. What do? Let's see here. Ooh, let's see. Okay, what did I say? May 6th. There's July 5th. My streams were really, really bad there back then because I was streaming on a tablet. I wasn't even streaming on a computer. I didn't have any streaming software. Oh my gosh, it said my first stream was actually May 7th. One day, it doesn't have the stream from May 6th. The very first stream that it had, I ran a demo stream. It was my very first stream was May 7th. I wonder why it deleted the video. So that literally would have been my first stream ever. So no, actually, okay. No, I'm actually right because if the tornado touched down, what did it say 10:30? Let's see. So it's 16:30 Zulu, which is 11:30 p.m. our time. The Storm Prediction Center updated the marginal risk to what did they move it to? A 95% probability of a significant tornado. And then at 2 p.m., a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch was issued on the 6th. So I had started streaming that night, apparently. I'm going to go back and watch that. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up right now and see what that stream looked like. I'm so curious just to see because I forget what software I was running at the time. I know I wasn't really using any streaming software. I don't know what kind of streaming software I was using. Okay, so I was running Radar Omega. Oh my god, that night was so bad. I'm looking at the stream. I only streamed for 17 minutes, but there was 333 alerts at the time. So if you see on the screen right now, you can't see it, but right now we have 19 alerts. We have 19 alerts with 5 severe thunderstorm warnings. Actually, I better update this. Let's see. Oh wow, it's wild to go back and look at the old streams. So yeah, so right now we have 19 alerts. We have 5 severe thunderstorm warnings, 5 flash flood warnings, 19 special statements, and 6 severe thunderstorms. So a total of 19. That night, May 7th, going into May 7th morning, May 6th night and the May 7th morning, 334 alerts were going on. And that's severe thunderstorm warnings, severe thunderstorm watches, tornado warnings. I mean, it was just a horrible night. It was really, really horrible. There was just tornadoes everywhere, severe thunderstorms everywhere, and it was my very first stream ever, and I was trying to keep up with everything, but there was so much going on. There were storms in Indiana, Tennessee, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, North Texas. I mean, they were everywhere. And I didn't have all the stuff that I'm working with now. It was just a tablet. That was it. Because my computer wasn't set up for streaming. It was a stressful night, man. Because I was trying to watch the weather everywhere, but then I was still focused on my area too, because I had to take, my safety into consideration about, hey, when am I going to bail, and take cover? It was a really, really stressful night. And plus, I was trying to learn how to stream. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, hey, is the stream even working? Yeah, that was a stressful night. The stream probably got like one view, but let me let me see how many views that stream got. My very first 18 views that night. My very first stream got 18 views. That's wild. 18 views. But I couldn't even see how many people were watching. I didn't care. Yeah, I don't even look at I don't even see how many people are watching my streams now. I don't know until the next day. I never look. What time was that? That was 8:10 p.m. Wow. So I was using Streamlabs back then on the tablet. That's so funny. That's so funny. Come a long way in a year. That's cool. Well, it does look like much more is going to happen tonight. It looks like the rain is just going to continue through North Kansas. I'm sorry. It's going to be coming down from Nebraska, and I think it's going to combine with the storm that's coming through Colorado, going through northwest Kansas, down through the central part of the state, and then eventually early tomorrow will be coming through northern Oklahoma, and probably eventually ending up in Arkansas and a little bit of rain in Missouri, maybe. But I don't see anything significant more happening tonight. I'll leave the what should I do? Should I leave the stream up? Um, how about this? I'll take the stream down because I really need to update my software really quick, and I'm gonna run that update on the streaming software so I can get the higher resolution on the webcam, the one for the outside and the inside. Because when we have weather here, I take the camera outside. That way we can have a couple different views of it. And oh, that's one other thing too. Is I'm working with I can't say the name of the business, but I'm working with a business here in town to get camera installed on top of their business. And their businesses are there's not a lot of tall buildings in the town that I live in, but this is one of the taller ones. So I'm trying to get a little remote camera up there so I can get a 360 view of the lightning strikes and the storms that are coming through. So keeping my fingers crossed that falls through here in the next couple months. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else crazy that's going to happen tonight. Just some thunderstorms, nothing bad. But if anything crazy happens, I'll start the stream back up again. So anyhow, thanks for the super chat again. I appreciate that. That's gonna go right to our website, keeping that up and going. That was the Griner. I hope I pronounced that right. The Griner WX. Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. Actually, let me see something here. It's why is it not allowing me to do this? Let me go back. Actually, this is funny. I'm gonna go back and watch some of my old streams to see how the way I used to do it, just for nostalgia. I want to go back and look at how bad those were. Let me look at this really quick before I log off. Why can't I touch it? What is weird? I don't know why I can't see it. I'm just checking to see if I actually downloaded that update correctly when I update the software. Keeping my fingers crossed I did do it correctly, but we'll see. But anyhow, again, thanks to the Griner WX. Appreciate that, buddy. It is much appreciated. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. Yeah, same to you, buddy. Same to you, Sam. Happy 4th of July coming up in a couple days. I hope everybody has fun over the holidays, and keep our fingers crossed that we have some good weather. And I'll catch you guys later. Have a great one. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, turn on notifications, bookmark our website, join our Discord, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, all that fun stuff. And I will see you later.